We're going to Walmart.
Yeah, but can you be paid to care about a guy? Can you just care about a guy's silly backstory? Just a tiny little touching.
Put it into hyperdrive.
A stranger from the outside.
Greetings. This is a question in two parts, kids. One, how many people do you think say punch it when they press the hyperdrive button or lever or whatever it's called? On Smuggler's Run. And two, it's kind of a question B. How many people do you think say punch it Chewie over just punch it whoever they're with? Because there's solo riders, right? Do you know what I mean? Like there's people that ride that ride by themselves, so who obviously don't know the group that they're necessarily know the group that they're with. So who knows?
Who knows?
Yeah, you join me on a bit of an impromptu, a bit of a sounding like the little kid from fucking Willy Wonka, do you know what I mean? I was like, I want this, I want that. Well, I'm doing up the kitchen and I want matching storage tubs because the ones we've got currently are really battered and bruised and I'm just not happy with the arrangement. And then I was like, oh, look at this, my headphones have also knackered themselves. Now I've had these wireless headphones for 3 years. They've literally been, I brought them on holiday to listen to when we're traveling and stuff, and realistically have I used them every single day? No, but if there's 365 days in a year, I've probably used them for at least 300 of those days, so pretty regular use. So naturally, you know what I mean, although I do like to spin these things out and it sucks balls when things break, this stuff's got a lifespan, I suppose. That was the moral of Toy Story 2, wasn't it? Yeah, and now, Asda's great for food, and I was like, and I suppose, what, a pair of wireless headphones and some storage boxes, that's a B&M jobby, right? But the more I thought about it, I was just like, well, yeah, it is, and sure I can get storage boxes, but I mean, how difficult is it gonna, does it have to be there for storage boxes? What's the price difference gonna be in storage boxes? I know that you can cut this, but it's not very interesting. The main thing was their headphones. I'm just like, I really can't, because spoilers, I used to work for B&M, and I'm just like,
Here's a little lesson.
It's a little insider trick for someone that used to work there. I'm not saying they throw it off the back of a lorry on purpose, but think about it. You go to B&M specifically to buy a pair of headphones. If you ain't been to B&M for a while, you ain't just buying headphones. It's great B&M people do these iceberg videos about like Game of Thrones and Star Wars. Well, this is the B&M one. For me, this is fun. You go in for headphones, but if you ain't been for a while, you're not just coming out with headphones. You're going to get cleaning bits, you're going to get some decorating bits, you're going to get some random crap. Then you go home, and you got all your stuff, and then you try them headphones, and statistically, the amount of like electronics that got returned, I just don't trust them. I don't know what they're doing with them. I don't think they're doing anything different than the other places, and to be fair, probably a lot more people would buy electronics than people that return them. This is where I get my sick kicks. But you just can't get it out of your head. You're just like, am I going to spend on this item and then like have to come back and return it? Getting back to the iceberg for a hot minute, if you're coming back to return it, now you get a second trip to B&M, because that first trip, you might feel a little bit cheeky about it. It's like, oh, I'm going to pop to B&M, I'm going to spend a bunch of stuff, you know what I mean, as if you're being like naughty. But that second time, you have to go, so it ain't your fault that you come out spending a bunch of stuff. So why am I talking about all this? Because I don't trust B&M's electronics, and there's other places you can buy boxes. So then I was like, I always feel a bit like displaced on a Sunday. They're nice productive days, but obviously the rest of the world, like, you can't just go to the shop when you feel like it. You can't just do a lot of stuff, like you have to. It has to be more thought out, and especially considering that like everyone's like chilling and doesn't either working or doesn't want to do an awful lot, which is absolutely fine. I get a bit displaced. I think, look, be my lady tonight. Can you believe that? See you there, kids. Walmart. See you in Walmart.
It was really dark in this corner. It looked like I was going to walk into the bloody abyss, but then I just turned the lights on and I got the camera out. So, you know, I believe we're still in browsing time till 5:30. You might hear a ding dong and then she'll say, okay, you can buy them. So, check it out, lads. We got boxes and we got headphones. It's like they know. So the one I have gone for is this one, the storage lid. It's 45 litre. Got 3 of them because height isn't really a massive issue. Length is no issue at all, but I guess there's also the standard length as to how long they make them, but height is a little bit of an issue. They've got the underbed storage boxes, but it's a case of height's not like a super issue because they're going on top, but we also have some devices, do you know what I mean? I think they're like a mix, because it's a kitchen, right? So we've got like a mixer and something else, which you would lay sideways on these, so, you know, that's a bit boxes are quiet, let's have a look at the headphones. Stay there. To be fair, that's probably light enough to carry, but I'm probably just going to put some stuff in the bag. And as the shop in a little bag, they always said I was trouble. I'll probably not overload it because little bags. Don't ask me what it is about little bags. Hashtag little surprises, hashtag little sort your bags out, because I think I've had 2 that I bought that have broken pretty much immediately after purchase, which, you know, it's not super great. And I did say to her, do you know what I mean, like I picked one up, the second time I went for it, there was already a broken bag I hadn't even bought, like it was just hanging on the front, so I gave it to her. I gave it to the lady at the till, and I said, oh, by the way, broken bag there, just so you know, just so no one buys it. And she goes, oh, thanks, well, she's like, well, I don't, you know, and then I told her, I was just like, oh, yeah, you know, I do actually want to buy one as well. The last one I bought broke, ha ha ha. And she was like, oh, I don't know, I just sell them. And I'm just like, come on. It's like, my God, I know you're not paid to care, but can you just care about a guy's silly backstory, just a tiny little touching? You two aren't bothered, are you? Somewhere in there, there's a deer. I just seen him hopping around. But I've lost him now. Yeah. He's gone hiding.